Oh my goodness, it's hot as balls in here. Oh! Okay. Alright, everybody, so I know that it has been a while since we remember having our last meeting. Why is this not tightening? My goodness. Alright, that's enough. Okay, that's as tight as it can go. Alright. Alright. So, good afternoon, everyone. I know that it is incredibly hot in here. Let me get the door open. Stuffy in here. Okay. So, good afternoon. We didn't say it already. Okay. So, what's going to happen today is I have postponed concerts. So, Abby's concert is going to be on June 20th. The Gemini concert is June 18th. And our soloist concert is June 16th. And I know that all of you have been working a long time on your choreography and your dancing for those. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be reviewing songs. Okay, we're going to be reviewing the Gemini Am I. We're going to be reviewing You Have to Be There. And A Million Dreams. Now I'm just going to make it clear that we're going to be finishing You Have to Be There, but you should already know the very, very first, like the first part of it, and then the main melody of You Have to Be There. Okay? Because we're really cutting down to the wire here, and I don't want to have to sit and have to teach it all over again and have to waste so much time repeating myself and and doing all this stuff. I don't want to have to. I really don't want to have to do it. So I'm just to make it clear that if you're struggling with any of these songs, then it's kind of, it's kind of the other way of insulting me. It's kind of another way of doing that, okay? I think that, a lot of you need to pull your weight on doing those songs. On your own, and also take the most advantage of the time that you have in here and put, care and attention on the songs, and really get those things all learned. Okay, and all the little details that for Gemini Am I, and also lyrics for the two other songs and for the Gemini Am I song additionally. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be reviewing. Now, I know it's been a long, long time since we have had a meeting, and that is because I have brought in people who have disabilities from a lot of the other Mentons, because the other Mentons said that they are going to have it's like they all have a shared number of individuals who have those, and I said that I would be thrilled to teach them math lessons. And the reason why I wanted to take part in something that you probably wouldn't think that I would is because I'm trying to redo videos that I made a long time ago that I think that I wasn't knowledgeable enough about concepts and I can do them now and I'm a lot smarter about these types of things. So it was basically the reason why is because of the redoing of those things and the remaking and the redemption. That I would be recording those things. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it. So this is the second day of doing it. It started yesterday evening, and it will go on for about 5 days. 5 more days, beginning tomorrow. Okay. So far we've learned about geometric lines and right angles, right angle shapes, as well as easy addition, multiplication, subtraction, and division word problems, number charts and sequences, as well as vector trees. Okay, so tomorrow we'll move on to reading big numbers through all the different placements and adding, subtracting, dividing, and multiplying big numbers. These are individuals who are younger. They are in their adolescent age of life, I would say, pretty much, but it's a wide variety of ages. I'd say individuals who are about 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, ish, kind of, and a couple middle-aged, a couple 20 or 30-year-olds, or in those ranges, and a couple people who are elderly in there as well. So I will be working with them through the math, and I will be using this room and teaching them. Now, you're all sitting in chairs, which is their chairs, and you all see materials underneath them. I don't want you to touch those because those are not yours. I don't care if you do. I don't care if you touch them. I don't care if you pick them up, but don't move them around to another part of the room. You can touch it, you can pick it up, but don't move them. Just keep them there, please. Okay? So that's what I want to tell you about. Okay. Now, let's see here. So we have this. Oh, also, Alamelu Cooking. For those of you who are watching that show in Kimchi Chronicles, I hope that you'll find you're learning a lot from it, finding it interesting and fun, and also, that you were all just last Monday evening watching Mirror Mirror and looking at Julia Roberts, and I think that Snow White is just kind of a background character and all of that, designed as I think that the Queen was taking on a bigger role in that. But Julia Roberts is the one sign that I have nothing in my chart. Nothing in my, no trace of it in my chart. And I'm glad I don't. But, I won't judge individuals by their signs. Because that's, unreasonable and that's, ridiculous. And astrology is out of compassion, but that does not mean that I won't use it in a negative situation in a negative way if I'm mad at anybody. So, she is a Scorpio, and we will be seeing all of her movies. Not all. We'll be seeing Wonder Woman. We'll be seeing that movie again in late October, October 28th, which is her birthday. So that was that, and then also I'm trying to think of if there's anything else. Not really. Not really. Let's see. So that's basically all I have. Now the other thing that I do want to consult you about is the fact that we have an unwelcomed individual at the Edmonton. And you should all know who she is. And I have about had it with that woman. With that woman. Now, can somebody tell me who's, what's her name? What woman am I talking about? Exactly, Kim Reynolds. Kim Reynolds. KIMREYNOLDS. Kim Reynolds. Had it with her. Had it. She's going around acting absolutely insane. Lying. Hiding secrets. In denial. Criticizing. Insulting. And not owning up for herself. Not helping the situation. And pestering me. Really bothered me. And her voice, just how she speaks, welcome to the Iowa's fight against COVID-19 is going to stop here. Listen, I'm just making fun of how she talks. I'm just making fun about how she talks. You know, it's like a high-pitched, okay, so this is kind of the thing that we want to set in place. We're going to be mitigating. We're going to be... Can't stand that voice. Can't stand it. It's too high. And she knows what she did. She knows what crime that made us all suffer, that was unlegal, that was completely wrong and evil and villainous. She is the one who is responsible for giving a concoction potion to an animal and then having it spread. I have to commend her because she is ingenious. Finding a disease that can spread in springtime, that's a big accomplishment. That's a positive for that. You know, for the accomplishment part, I think that I should be congratulating her on it, but I seriously don't have the sympathy for her anymore. She has driven me over my edge. She's going to be put into jail. I had a court trial, and it still didn't help. She's like a brick wall, bull-headed, bold-faced, stubborn. It was a very in-depth, and I was even wearing my fancy wig on. And I thought we discussed it. I thought that we covered it and cleared it out and sorted all of the the little details and points and happenings and the whole everyone's experiences and stories and all the facts and everything out. Proved guilty. That didn't help anything. That did not help anything because those policemen refused to take her away. I did have the resemblance with Elsa, but the policemen refused to take her away. I don't know what their problem is. And here's something that I am certainly not going to tolerate. What is that? Here's something that I'm certainly not going to tolerate. She has gone above and beyond. She has the idiocy, the mean-mindedness, and the audacity to go around and destroy, corrupt, and completely try to ruin, criticize, and insult Maya Minton, me, my reputation by going around and telling everybody how bad it is. Oh, those clones of people, that's immoral, whatever. Oh, hypnotizing. You shouldn't, control other people. So I don't care, lady. My response is too bad. At this point, it has to be so. Oh, here's another thing. Here is another thing. She is just standing there. You're being all realistic, repeating the same things that we're sick and tired of hearing, not turning it around, not finding positivity. She is taking an unnecessary action to go around with a ridiculous, unnecessary face mask. Going around just a normal public place, wearing a face mask. I'm not kidding. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that rich? Isn't that absurd? Going around in June, just in a normal public place. No, it's not a disease. It's not an unsanitized hospital. It is a normal public place. And we take the precautions, we sanitize. Plus, we've already gone to the trouble to make germ covers. And she is just insulting, downgrading, and overlooking the germ killers. Me and my Minton. I told her you need to trust the material. I find it insulting that she puts it on, even though it kills germs. Now, anyone who goes around with a face mask, just in a normal situation, germaphobes, absolutely crazy and insane. I don't care what's going on right now. I don't care. You do not wear face masks to any other public place except any doctor appointment, any hospital, or any place of medical. I don't care what it is. A dentist's office, a hospital, you name it. An eye doctor, that's the vicinity. It's generally the vicinity. I want to make that crystal clear to every single person in this whole entire room. Okay, so if you just happen to have a mask, if you have medical appointments, I would keep it and I would wear it. Because I can speak on myself. I have before. I have worn one before. You're probably wondering, what's the big deal? I didn't want to live in this time period of such negativity, of such weird wrong that I should be seeing and living through a TV or a TV show, movie, or a video game. In the springtime, it will be the way that it was before, that was just fine, that was just amazing, that was just joyful and positive and happy, and just normal. So, I'm dead serious. If I see someone wheeling around, because she is spreading word about all these things, if I see her wheel it one more time, I swear I will whip it right off her face. Whip it right off her face. And I'm not going to do that to any one of you. I'm probably kidding. I probably won't whip it right off of her face, but I could do that if it gets to any more extremes. I could do that. I seriously could do that if it gets worse. But I think what would be right to do is, if I see you willing one, if I see her willing one, we're going to have a talk about it, and you're either going to give it up, and I'm going to have you put it away, and you're not going to be allowed to will it. Willing those things are forbidden here at the Cemented. Forbidden. This is not a medical center. This is not a hospital. It's forbidden. Forbidden. I'll be looking to see if any of you are willing them. They're absolutely crazy and ridiculous and intimidating, scary. You know how many people go around that kidnap and that rape and that attack and that try to murder individuals that wear masks? So, I guess that is another reason. I guess that's another reason. So, I'm serious. If I see any one of you wearing a face mask, we'll have a talk. We'll have a talk and you will not be allowed to wear it. You will not be allowed to wear it. You need to understand that this is my Minton, that this is my house, my building, my reputation, not hers. Plain and simple. She needs to abide by my rules. And if any of you have any insults or criticisms, I don't want you to pester, annoy, or irritate me about it. Okay, because at this point I'm sick and tired of her mouth, her attitude, going around in denial and all the stuff that I said before. I'm just not going to tolerate it. So, I'm going to be super pissed if you do that. I will not hear it. You will not annoy me, and you will not be mean to me and disrespectful to me about it. That's what I want to lay down. And take that off right now. Take it off, otherwise I'm going to rip it right off. I am dead serious. Stand over here. Are you like from another planet? Are you insane or something? Even Melissa, I couldn't believe I am talking to somebody like you. I am talking to somebody who is from another planet, who is seriously in denial, who is someone who doesn't own up for her actions, someone who goes around insulting, criticizing, and hurting my Minton, and laying down all these ridiculous rules, demands, regulations that are absolutely unnecessary, and super real and light and fun and positivity. And willing that is just like the sprinkles on top of the frosting. Metaphorically, that's what you put that thing on. Take it off immediately. I do not want to see you with that on. I do not want to see you with that on. Bottom line. Bottom line. Not a hospital. Not a doctor. Not a medical center. You do not wear it to any other public place. In the springtime, that is. In this situation. It needs to come off. It is going to be a taboo. It is not going to be allowed. It's going to be restricted from this point forward. Okay, and there you go again, insulting and criticizing me. No, I am not. You know what you did, that you are the one who is responsible for causing us harm. You are not empathetic. You are selfish and villainous and evil. Downright evil. You're a witch. A witch. A witch. You are a witch for doing something like this, not only to my Minton, but the whole world. Made the whole world go funny and turn lopsided, and the whole thing with not being normal, and it shouldn't be that. I shouldn't have to go being conscious of how much I'm doing this, how much I'm, standing, distance, or, what I have on my face. No, it should not be that way. It should not. And it's not going to be. It's going to be exactly how normal and good and just fine that it was before. A million things I could say about it, but that's all I'm going to leave it to. I think that you get it pretty clearly. That you do. Oh wait, stop it. Stop it right now. You're not going to speak against me. And there you go again. Hurting, humiliating, and insulting my reputation and my Minton. Do not say anything negative or wrong against me to my own Minton. That is not empathetic. I will not tolerate or appreciate that. If you continue, I will kick you off the premises. I have about had it. And I don't want to see you making a fool of yourself. And the next time you do one of your press conferences thing, I want to see you own up. I want to see you tell the truth. Spill it. Spill the secrets. And add the fun, add the positivity, and turn everything back around. And when it comes to the school, that's a whole nother can of worms. There's going to be something dealt with that. But everything else is going to be just as it was at the beginning of March. This should all be happening in the winter time. Why should it be happening in the spring? Why is the virus spreading in the springtime? I congratulate you on your ingenious efforts to pull that off. What an amazing achievement. But you know what? I don't really have any sympathy for you anymore. You destroyed a logic. I do not want to go off believing something and being happy about it, and then something happens and it turns it around. That's a negative. I should go off believing that diseases only spread in the winter and late fall. It is only logical, it is only realistic, it is only practical. So don't tamper with it, which is what you did, and you changed it around. This should not be happening right now. And if this is all happening, face mask, social distancing, touching face, and virus spreading, this is all a joke. This is all a complete joke. And you know it. You know it. You know what you did. So don't stand there and continue to lie to me. Do not. Do not. Even. I'm serious. Let me tell you what you're going to do. You're going to go in and you're going to take that bottle of potion, take that bottle of COVID, you're going to dump it out. You're going to pour it out into the grass and just dispose of it. Then, as quick as you can, you're going to make a vaccine, find a vaccine, create a vaccine. For this whole thing, so that it's not a joke, you're going to make a press conference, and you're going to greet the world and tell the world, I'm sorry, making amends, and holding in the lies and the secrets that you have of your crime to the world. Adding lightness, positivity, and just explaining why everything, the press conferences, the social distancing, everything is a complete joke. And then the world will go back to how it was. And you're going to say, how silly of me. I was evil. I was idiotic. Why should I be doing this? This is a complete joke. Why should I have taken the mental energy and efforts to stand up there and talk and make press conferences, put all these, rules and demands, why should everybody be doing this and this and this? Look yourself in the mirror and make it how it was before. But you refuse to do that. I've told you this over and over and over, and you refuse to do it because you're just that bull-headed. So change that and be better. Be responsible. Take ownership. There you go again, lying to me. Just typical. You're gonna keep on lying. Just keep doing it. Because you're gonna keep doing it. Over and over and over. A governor should not lie, not take ownership, do something idiotic, make, like corrupt and drill in and brainwash everybody. About the protocols, the demands and the rules to follow, and go off and start this whole thing, and be bullheaded about it, and to act all innocent and say you had nothing to do with it, and why in my right mind would I do anything like that? And you're accusing me of false claim. Give me a break. Give me a break. You need to have that in. Give it to me. Give the mask to me right now. On the table. Sit it on the table. Right now. And you're never going to see it again. Not ever. Unless you're going into a medical hospital center, there's a lot of germs around, which that is perfectly reasonable. I'm just going to own up. Especially for now. But you have lost the privilege. Yes, it will be that. You will not be allowed, from this point forward, to wear a face mask around my minted. It's ridiculous, it's unnecessary. You keep talking about it, and maybe that's what is putting it unfold and making you stubborn. About everything, and it's springtime, so it doesn't make sense, and people do not go. Yeah, I made it clear. I made it all clear. Hand it in. Set it on the table. And get out. Get out.